Welcome back, children. Now, knowing few terms that we are going to use in this chapter, the very first is your variable. What is a variable? A variable is a symbol which represents a quantity that can vary, as in its name only, variable. A thing that is changing, a thing that can change. Okay, so that is your variable, and you represent it with the help of a symbol that are your alphabets A, B, C, D, X or Z or anything. Okay, so the quantity that you are denoting by a alphabet, by any alphabet, that is your variable. Clear? Now the next term that you are going to use or you are going to listen is your constant. What is constant? As it's clear from the name, constant means a thing that is not changing. A constant is a symbol which represents a specific number. A quantity does not vary. It is representing your specific number. So constants are your numbers basically. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is not changing. Clear? What was variable? The term that can change. Its value can change. But constant, the value cannot change. It will remain the same throughout the problem. And what is coefficient? The number that is multiplied by the variable. The number that is being multiplied by the variable, like 2x. X is the variable here and 2 is the coefficient. 3x. X is variable, 3 is the coefficient. 4y. So y is the variable here and 4 is your coefficient. So these are your variable, constant and coefficient. Now here, as in this example, you can see, suppose we have an equation as 4x minus 7 equals to 5. Now here you will know what is a coefficient, what is a variable and what is a constant. Here you can see the term x, that is not known. That will be your variable. Okay, so here x is your variable. The number that is multiplied, that is written with the variable, that is your coefficient. That number is known as the coefficient. Okay, the number that is written alone, that is single, that is your constant. Here 7 is also a constant and 5 is also a constant, and the operation that you are doing here is your of subtraction. So these are your constant, variable and coefficient. Let us see one more example here. As here you can see the expression is 2x plus 4y minus 9. Here you can see two things are unknown, right? Here two things are unknown, that are your x and y. So x and y are your variables. The things that are unknown is your variable. 2 is multiplied by x and 4 is multiplied by y. So the things that are being multiplied by variable, what were those? They were your coefficient. And the number that is written alone, here it is 9, that is your constant. Okay, so in this expression the variables are x and y, the coefficients are 2 and 4 and the constant is 9, and the terms that we are using here are 2x, 4y and 9. Okay, now such type of expression is known as your algebraic expression. What is your algebraic expression? An expression that consists of one or more variables. It could contain some constants and some variables. So in an algebraic expression you can find one or more variables. It can also contain some constants. So basically an expression made up of constant and variables is your algebraic expression. For example, 2x plus 3y plus 6, 5n or a minus b, all these are your algebraic expression. This type of equation or this type of expression is known as algebraic expression. Like x plus 4, here x is the variable, 4 is the constant, right? So the expression that will be formed, the equation that will be formed is known as your algebraic expression. So till now, children, all the terms that I have told you, the important among these are your constant and variables. Know the difference between your constant and variables. In any expression, if any alphabet is used from A to Z, any alphabet is used, that is your variable, because the quantity can vary, the value of that variable can vary, right? If you are using A in any expression, your A can be 2, your A can be 4, A can be equal to 10. So the value of A you don't know, that can change, that can vary. So that is your variable. The value that will not change, the number that is written alone, its value cannot change, right? If you write x plus 10, so can the value of 10 change throughout your problem? No, but the value of x you don't know, so that is the variable. 10 is your constant here, the value that will not change, that is your constant. And the expression that is formed, x plus 10, the equation that is formed, that is your algebraic expression. Such expressions are known as your algebraic expressions. Okay children, that will be all for today. I hope you have understood everything that I have taught to you till now. In today's lecture, I have taken the basic concept of algebra. What is algebra? Why is your x used? What are your constant and variables? Okay, so go through the video properly, go through your book notes also, and try to understand everything, so that when you move further doing your problems, when you will solve your problems, you don't have any confusion in your mind about constant and variables. This thing gets very confusing with the children, right? They are confused how to solve problems having variables. So if you know what are constant and what are variables, how to add and subtract them, so it will be very easier for you to solve the problem. So the basic concept of constant and variables must be clear. Okay, thank you so much children.